I'm the king castle, and you're the dirty rascal. I'm the queen. Oh, you're the queen.
All right, guys, it's the end of day number 124. Didn't really have much going on today in terms of activity. Again, you just saw yesterday, it was a little bit of a snippet of what I showed in BlizzCon. Unfortunately, I didn't record anything about doing some magic. I did do some magic to quite a few people when I was there at the event. And, one of the things that I guess I wanted to share that came up with in my mind today is the attitude of giving, and I think one of the things that I've seen work in my life that has produced returns is the act of giving after you receive, so you spread the wealth. And I see that in networking and actually, even yesterday, there was a guy, he put up looked like a trailer with an ice cream shop. I had posted a little bit, there was a quick little shot of it in the video. And he's not an ice cream store. He doesn't sell ice cream. He just does that to, actually generate leads, build relationships and marketing. So it was cool. Everybody got free ice cream. And he also left a really strong impression to the point where I'm actually talking about him right now. Right. So I think it goes a long way when when you put, it's just like a bank. If you don't put any deposits, you can't make any withdrawals, right? So the more deposits that you make in relationships, and I even saw Jesse Itzler, he was talking about how, in networking, it's all about giving, and it's not about trying to receive at any point. So the best way to network is to give, give value and seek to give value as well. And I think that's one of the things that yesterday, I wanted to do because, even though that was like the BlizzCon, John Reeser, he's the one that puts on the show. He had another show in Markham I think 2 months ago, and I canceled last minute, and I actually had a booth there too, and, he lost out on that revenue. And so I'm like, you know what, to make it up for you, I'll do some magic for your attendees. You don't have to pay me anything. I don't want a booth. And he was actually willing to offer me another booth too. But I said, no, it's okay. Don't worry about it. So I want to make sure that, I continue to make deposits so that we can, eventually, not with the expectation of making withdrawals, but, you make enough deposits in relationship, you don't know where they're going to come out of in terms of withdrawals. You don't know where it's going to spring forth, but you just know if you make enough deposits, eventually the withdrawals will come, and you just don't know where or when and how, right? So it's just crazy. We don't know what kind of impression we're going to leave on people, especially me doing magic and everything, but just even the conversations that I'm having with people. And so that's kind of a takeaway that I wanted to share with you guys today. Shorter, not, like I said, not much happening today, but just wanted to share that. And I'll I guess what sparked the idea was noticing in my brother-in-law, he throughout the last, I don't know how many years, he's always constantly, he never asked for anything. He kept giving. Anytime we hang out, always make sure that I'm fed. If sometimes we have drinks or whatever, but just make sure that we have a good time. And even so, that's like, oh yeah, like the whole thing about deposits and withdrawals. And I actually got that from Dean Hankey. He's somebody who I learned from, and he's also a magician as well. Also teaches speakers and magicians and entertainers to build profitable events while helping charities. And that's actually where I got the concept from. And it's the same thing in also relationships too. That's another relationship thing, is like, if I'm not making enough deposits in my relationship with, let's say, my wife or my children, and I just keep taking, then obviously it's going to be one-sided, and no wonder the relationship won't work. So it's just like in any relationship or any thing that we do, it's all relationships, so the more deposits we make, you'll be able to take withdrawals, right? So you have to make more deposits than you make withdrawals, or else your bank account will be your relationship bank account will be negative. So I hope to do that for the founders that I'm supporting as I'm building this platform. And and if you are a founder who is building something meaningful that's going to impact the world in a positive way that could potentially impact billions of lives and potentially generate billions of value, I'd love to see you in the community, in the pre-launch community, tbclub.ca. And I'll be releasing the prototype for the platform that I'm building for founders to support you guys to document your journey like I'm doing right now. It doesn't have to be just a raw, unfiltered, version of it, and keep you guys consistent, and then also discoverable to investors and anybody else that you want to discover you. So thank you guys for following me on this journey, and I'll talk to you guys soon.
Sister and my dad's in the church, and that's the part.
Alright guys, this is the end of day number 125, and as you saw there, we were at the People's Church, and it was a grand opening. They've been doing renovations for the last 2 years, and it's pretty amazing what happens when people get behind a purpose that is greater than themselves, and they work towards building something that is gonna impact a lot of lives, right? So whether you believe in Christianity or not, it still is amazing to see how an idea, because I saw when they had the plans, they showed us graphic images on the computer of how it would look like, the floor plans of what I showed in the video now, and it was all just an idea and people came together to actually build this over the last 2 years, both with volunteer, with financial support, it's pretty really. And now as you could see, as you saw earlier, the kids got to benefit from it. So and it's the same thing with building anything. When you build for something that is greater than yourself, a lot of amazing things can happen. Things that seem impossible to do, and that whatever they were building it was doable task, but it did require a lot of financial support, and everybody in the church had to come together to really commit to making it happen for the purpose that they were doing. So that's not, even if you are a solo founder of what it is that you're building, it still takes the people that are going to be using your product to believe in, to want to use it, and also believe in it and support it, and anybody else is going to support you. to make it happen, right? So to really build a movement, really, that's what it is. So even though they say that there could be a one person $1 billion company, it's still going to take a movement of people, whether they consciously do it or not. Even if it's like they just want to, because they just want the product because they like the product. It still took those people collectively because to actually have that company become a $1 billion company. So it still takes a collective, no matter what, right? Even if it is a solar founder. But many of the companies you see today that are, companies that are making a serious impact, they're not alone. They're building, there's a mission and a movement behind what it is that they're building. And maybe they just have a really good product that people like. That's another thing, right? So that's what that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. Hope you enjoyed what I shared. And together, when we have to really define what it is that you're building for, so that many people can come behind building the impossible dream that you have to make it a possible reality. So thank you guys for watching so far, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. And if you are a founder who wants to build something that seems impossible and make it possible, we'd love to have you on board in the school community. That's the pre-launch community for launching the platform that I'm building to support founders, to document their journey, connect with other founders, and become discoverable to other investors and any other collaborators and anyone else they want to be discovered by. So thanks guys. Just go to tbclub.ca, and I'll see you guys there.